Hello everyone, welcome to General Orlando 327 Plays Tales of Graces F, episode 40. Again, this is the third time I've tried to record some of this content, so bear with me. So, we are in launch. We are getting ready to go into a strategy session and a bunch of scenes. So we can go after Richard and Lambda.
Asbel, I need to speak with Sophie for... Do you mind getting started without us?
No, that's fine.
Thanks. We'll be right back. Come on, Sophie. What is it? Well, I just wanted to say that I'm happy. You're happy? I'm happy you didn't die. If you had sacrificed yourself, well, we wouldn't be able to talk like this. Just thinking about it makes me sad. Is dying sad? Well, yeah. I mean, once someone dies, they're gone. You can't talk to them or tell them stupid jokes or do anything. I mean, what if we all died and you never saw us again? Think about it. I don't want to think about it. It makes my chest heavy. It makes me hurt. That's sadness. See? You do know what it means. If you all died, I would be sad. Well, that's how we feel every time you try to sacrifice yourself. Even Asbel? Oh, especially Asbel. I think he's more concerned than any of us. That's why he was so angry at you. Being sad made him angry? Well, remember when you vanished 7 years ago? He acted the same way then. I tried to talk to him, but it only made things worse. And so I just waited around and cried a lot. And blamed Asbel, I suppose. But now I realize he was hurting just like me. And getting mad was all he could do. Men are bad at feelings. Sometimes getting angry is all they really know. So he was angry because he was sad? That's strange. Honestly, you're not much good at expressing feelings either. I'm not? Geez, how long are they gonna stay out there?
I'll go see what's up.
Let me check something. I want to see if there is... This is what I want. Alright. That'll help. Alright, before we go out to talk to Sophie and Sharia, we're gonna go over here. Watch
I
this
refuse
skit.
to give up. Sophie has to understand that Lambda's destruction will never equal the value of her own life.
Hey, what happened? Did you find them?
Right. I have to find Sharia and Sophie.
Hold it together, kid.
Where'd they go again? The garden?
How would you know that?
I'm bad at feelings. No. You're not bad at feelings. You just have a hard time telling people what you really think. You know, you've probably spent too much time with Asbel. He's always been the same way. It'll be all right. You just have to talk to him. That way, you can find out why he feels the way he does. Do you know what I mean?
Hey there, are you guys still talking?
Asbel, Hey, Sophie needs to talk to you right now, if you don't mind.
Oh, she does?
Go on. Okay, I'll see you guys inside whenever you're done.
Hey there. So tell me, what's going on?
Did you know you're carrying a sword that looks like a giraffe?
She said that I had to talk to you.
She did? Sharia, I swear.
Asbel? Do you think that we are the same?
Is that what Sharia said? Yeah, I guess we're kind of the same. We both make up our minds and refuse to listen to anyone. You think you're the only one who can destroy Lambda, and I'm determined to pull it off anyway. And without you having to die. Hold on, I'm not finished yet. You have so much life left, Sophie. You have so many things to see and learn. And that's why you can't run around trying to sacrifice yourself all the time. You know? I mean, that makes sense, right? I'm sure there are all kinds of things you'd like to see and do.
There are some things that I would like to see. I want to see the Sopharias become a Blossom Gale.
Oh, that's right. I remember. We talked about that when you planted them. You see, there's still so much in this world that you need to experience for yourself. So that's why you can't die yet. All of these things are waiting for you. We're just getting started. Your life and ours.
Thank goodness. I thought you were angry at me.
Oh, well,
Sharia said that you get angry when you're sad.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that I do.
I'm glad that you weren't really angry. I want you to always be happy. Now and forever.
I guess I could use a lecture, too. Okay, come on. We should get back, before they send out a search party for us. So, let's go, all right?
Okay.
Okay, we're all here. Let's start by establishing what we know.
So, what's going on with Lambda now? We should assume that Lambda is
Hey, I
already
don't have
at
to
the
press X
hotel.
anymore. Nice.
The path is open, and his powers have grown. He has no reason to wait.
Then this is our last chance to stop him. If he manages to fuse with the core,
Well, I think we know where we stand. Next question. Do we possess the strength to defeat Lambda? Without sacrificing Sophie, of course.
This whole time I thought we were fighting Richard. So it's possible we didn't go all out when we fought him before, you know? But I think I have an idea about that. Remember how Lambda split off from Richard and hopped into Emerald? Well, maybe we can make him do it again.
And then rescue Richard while they're separated.
I think it might be possible.
Regardless, we must prepare ourselves for the worst-case scenario.
No, I won't let it come to that. I won't.
Everyone, there's something we must do before we leave. Going to the Lost Talia will be like entering Lambda himself. If we aren't prepared, there's a chance his mind will overwhelm us. So we all need to go to the meadow. Together. The meadow? You mean the place we first met?
If Sophie thinks it will help, then we should go.
Okay. Let's take this meeting to the meadow.
The nice thing about not having to press X anymore, besides the fact that it was getting rather tedious for me, is that it's less likely for us to accidentally miss dialogue when I double tap when I don't mean to. You don't have any requests I need, so we're just gonna go straight to Lawn Hill. While we're here, though, the flowers have all sprouted, so we can finish up this real quick. Oh, maybe not. Well, there is one more set of seeds that I'd forgotten about, but you don't actually plant them. Whatever. No particular reason to fight anything out here if we can avoid it reasonably. Well, that was a waste. Hi, you're right here. I'm just gonna go.
Okay!
We did it, Sophie! We did it, Sharia.
Is there something special about the meadow?
All 3 types of Elith gather there.
There are really places like that?
Wait, is something like that unusual?
Because of the Valkanus, some areas tend to just overflow with Elith and stuff.
Huh. It all makes sense now. I guess that's why the flowers bloom there year-round.
Yes, exactly. When I first fought Lambda ages ago, I decided to sleep there in order to regenerate the Elith I lost in the battle.
And then, Asbel and I came along and woke you up 7 years ago, correct?
No, I awoke because Lambda had become active again.
Nice try, Hubert.
Well,
Except for the fact that Lambda didn't become active until after Sophie, Richard, and Asbel woke him up at in the Verona catacombs. So that's not quite right. Don't know if that's something they overlooked or if they're just trying to play Sophie off as being a imp there. Which, you know, they do quite well in some of the post-scene dialogues, or post-battle dialogues, so. Considerably less flowers than there were previously, don't you think?
First, I'm going to absorb the Elith here, and then I'll share it with you. This will let us combat the effects of Lambda's mind.
Yeah, none of us have a clue what you're talking about.
Let's begin.
Wow, it's totally warm.
it's like standing in sunlight.
Yes.
Sophie.
Okay, we should be ready now.
Sophie has given us the power we need to face Lambda in our final showdown.
We hope.
If we use it wisely, there will be no need for Sophie to be sacrificed.
We think.
Yeah, I'll be all like, bow! And then Lambda will be all like, no!
Sure, Pascal.
We're all in this together, Sophie. So just promise that you won't do anything foolish.
Wouldn't that be something if suddenly Pascal turns out to be the hero of the story?
All right. Let's do it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, before we leave here.
Sharia, might I inquire about something?
Why are you talking like that? I mean, it's cute, but it's freaking me out a little.
It's how Hubert talks. I thought if I did the same thing, you'd be more likely to answer.
Huh?
Sharia, if you're in love with Asbel, why don't you just tell him?
Where did you hear that?
The captain just told me yesterday.
I heard a scream. What's going on?
This doesn't involve you, Asbel. Get out of here!
Why? What did I do now?
She loves him, but she's angry. Is that what she meant about people being angry because they're sad? Feelings are difficult.
I know what you're thinking, Sharia. The more human-like she becomes, the more difficult her behavior can be to handle.
No, that's not what I was thinking at all.
I'm just gonna jump back because there's no point in me doing this the hard way. Except for the fact that it won't let me jump. Okay, cool. Guess I'm walking. And we're walking. We're walking. Now can I use it? I mean, not like it's a long walk or anything, but... You're still not gonna let me just jump there? Fine. Oh, speaking of, everybody's fine, okay.
This won't take long. We won't fail.
This is where the set of books that we have in the mixer is actually more harm than good, because the wealth thing we got a total of like 15 gold. The talent, the SP was like 12 or something. And the other one, I don't remember what the other was. Oh, that. I mean, that's not going to do a whole lot to increase our health capacity with that simple of a fight. Although if I had to keep one of those 3 books in, if I were going to grind here, that's what I would keep in, because, I mean, we want that as much as possible.
We've been through a lot today. Let's rest up and meet in the square tomorrow morning. Sleep if you can.
I want to meet in the circle.
Require. Understood?
Yes, Captain.
Understood.
Alright, so now we get a series of scenes with each party member. So we talked to Hubert in here.
Can't sleep, Hubert?
I could ask the same of you. But as you're here, there's something we should talk about. When this is over, I'm going to ask the President of Strata to withdraw his forces from Lant. If he agrees, you will become the Lord of Lant in both name and deed. I trust you find this acceptable.
Hubert, you would do that?
I've thought long and hard about who should be entrusted with Lant, but in the end, you're the only real choice. However, at the moment, this idea ends with me. I do not know how the President will react.
I understand, but I'm still grateful. Thank you.
The next time I visit Lant, I'll come as family. After all, people will rest easier if someone is looking over your shoulder. You have no idea how much trouble it is having you as an older brother.
I can only guess.
Enough. I should rest.
Sleep well, Hubert. I wonder if everyone else is asleep.
So now when we leave, we're going to get an extra scene with Hubert.
Hubert, what are you doing here?
Is it wrong for a son to visit his mother?
No, not at all. I'm very pleased to see you. Would you like some tea? Frederick has just brought back the most wonderful blend.
That sounds
Tea
good.
would be wonderful.
Good. I'll go prepare some right away.
Thank you, Mother.
Except I'd have to clean out my coffee cup. Meh. Alright, then we can go outside.
Asbel?
It's late, Sophie. What are you doing up?
She's a robot. She doesn't have to sleep.
When will the Sopharius become a Blossom Gale?
I don't know. We might have to ask my mother. She used to love tending the garden. Although, I don't think she's been here since Dad died. She says there's no one left to enjoy the flowers. I never knew my father liked flowers at all.
Can I ask something? Are you sad that your father died?
It's complicated. I've been avoiding thinking about it. His death meant that we never got the chance to understand each other. I'm sure we'd have been able to if he was still around. So, yeah, you could say I'm sad about that. I guess I'm better at solving other people's problems than dealing with my own. Anyway, once everything's over, we'll come back here. Maybe then we'll be able to see the Blossom Gale.
When we come back.
Yeah, so we have to make sure we survive, right?
I want to see the Blossom Gale with you. I mean it.
I know. I'd like that too. It's really late. You should get some sleep.
What about you?
I'll sleep soon, I promise. Good night, Sophie.
Okay. Good night.
We're all coming back. All of us, including Sophie and Richard. Is it really so crazy to hope?
This scene is a tad shorter than the rest of them.
Yep. Captain Malik, I don't want Sophie or Richard to die. I want to save them both. Is that asking for too much?
It's important to feel compassion for others if you wish to save them. That is a lesson I learned too late. It's why I couldn't save Kurt. I don't want you to face that same regret.
Captain.
Never lose hope, Asbel. We can do this. We will do this. Let's just make sure everyone comes back safely.
Yes, sir. What are you doing, Pascal?
Just tinkering around with an idea. I thought it might come in handy tomorrow. Can you get that screwdriver for me, Poisson?
You have to fight tomorrow, Pascal. You should get some rest.
Yeah, probably. But it's more important that I go into battle without any regrets. So if I gotta stay up all night, then I'll just... Oh, crud. Now I need a wrench.
I can finish that for you.
Fourier?
Fourier! Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh, I have been so worried about you.
Oh, I figured you'd forgotten about me.
You totally saved us back when we were in the shuttle. And you looked so cool, too. You were all like, shoop, shoop.
Naturally. Who do you take me for?
True, true. You are my big sister. If something happened to you, I don't know what I'd do.
Pascal. Well, I guess someone has to keep an eye on you. Make sure you take baths and the like.
Hey, I take 2 baths a week now, whether I need them or not.
2 baths a week? How can someone be so brilliant in the lab and so clueless?
I mean, it could be
everywhere
worse.
else? Poisson and I will finish up here. You go get some sleep. And take a bath.
But
No buts! Do you know how late it is? Take a bath and get some sleep, or I'll dump a bucket of water on your head and strap you to the bed.
you okay, sis? Sleep well, Pascal.
All right then, let's get to work. We'll show the world what Amarcians are capable of.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll take care of everything. You two just worry about waking up on time.
Aw, thanks, guys. I better get to bed. Don't stay up too late, Asbel.
I won't.
Alright, this one's probably my favorite of the scenes that we get here. For a couple of reasons, but I won't talk about it until
Sharia?
afterwards.
Bailey, what are you doing up?
Are you really leaving tomorrow?
Yes, and don't try to stop me. It won't work.
Yes. Well, actually, I was thinking, see, when all this is over, I was wondering if...
Yes? What is it?
Well, it's just...
Come now, Bailey. Tell the poor girl what you're really thinking.
Awkward.
Raymond?
I'm sorry, what's going on here?
Miss Sharia, please hear me. I am mortified by the horrible things I did to you.
Oh, well, that's all in the past, and
Your forgiveness shames me. Ever since you healed me, I have waited for the day when I could repay you. I beg of you, when this is over, come back to Strata with me. I shall build you a home.
I love how she
worthy of
just
a
sits there and
princess,
stares at him while he's
and
going
we
through
will
all
live in
this.
joy for the rest of our days. You will be a prisoner no more.
How could she just stand there and be
I
like,
shall be enslaved
really?
by you.
oh my goodness.
Come, Bailey. See if your words can sound half as sweet.
See if what? Now, wait, just... Look. Sharia, I came to ask if you would be the leader of our relief organization. Of course I would try to help however I could, so, will you consider it?
I'm sorry.
You
But I've had a lot of
lose.
time to think recently, and I've learned what I truly want from my life. And unfortunately, that means I have to turn you both down. I'm sorry.
I
But not
suppose it would
that
be
sorry.
rude to ask what it is that you truly want.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Raymond. Let's go. You embark on a great quest tomorrow, Sharia. You should get some rest.
Thank you, Bailey.
Take care of her, Asbel.
Hey! How long have you been standing there?
You're enslaving poor Raymond now?
Long enough for the giraffe to get so tired of it that he went belly up.
Sorry. So, hey, mind if I ask what you truly want? Whatever it is, I'd like to help.
Asbel. What about you? What are you going to do when this is over?
I want to help Lon get back to normal. And I suppose I'll need to help Sophie. She's had nothing but painful memories her whole life. And now her home is gone on top of it. So I was thinking maybe she could just live here in Launt. Then maybe I could, I don't know, give her some happy memories?
You said something like that before, right? About how you'd
All you
either
have to
help
do
her
is
get
reprogram
home
her, right?
or
I
be
mean,
with her for the
really.
rest of your life.
Huh? Yeah. I guess I did say that. But that was a long time ago. And I've learned it's not something I can do on my own. That's why.
Look, I was thinking about continuing the relief work I was doing before. I want to travel the world and help those less fortunate than I.
I see. You really are an angel, Sharia.
Stop it.
All these selfless acts are gonna make me look bad. You know that, right?
Just take care of Sophie. Otherwise, I can't be held responsible for what happens.
I will. I promise.
So, I need to get some sleep. See you tomorrow.
I like that little hint that that could have been the scene that they finally decide to admit that they like each other. And they kind of do in their own way. Asbel is the one that takes the smart approach and is like, well, whatever you want to do, I want to help you with that. As opposed to both Bailey and Raymond, who are just trying to impose their will. And at the same time, Sherry is still playing that coy, hard to get thing, so then Asbel has to commit to something. And then afterwards, he brings up Sophie, and then it's just all over with Sherry at that point. I like the nuance of that particular scene, as much as I make fun of it. I also particularly like the scene between him and Malik on the bridge. That's an interesting scene between two people who see themselves as equals at this point, committed to accomplishing a certain task without, while still recognizing the realities of battle.
Someone's late?
Sorry, I didn't realize everyone else was here.
Yeah, that would be a little hard to do when you're not there to
We should get
realize
going.
that. That line makes no sense.
Look.
I got my tea, by the way,
They've come to see
in
us
between all
off.
those scenes.
Please be careful. All of you.
Keurigs are the best thing in the
Don't worry about
world.
us. We'll be fine.
We shall humbly wait your return.
Good luck, everyone. We'll be praying for your safety.
Do what you must and then get back here. And don't you dare die on me.
Travel well, young masters.
Thanks, everyone. All right, we're off to the Lustalia.
Almost. Almost off to the Lustalia. Alright, everybody gets titles, which is nice. I need to swap my party back to the way I want it. Again. Alright. We have a scene on the bridge over here.
We believe that Lambda and King Richard have traveled deep into Aphinia's core.
Then let's take the shuttle to the world's eye and find them.
You're probably tired of
Why
hearing
does
this.
the world have
we
an
must
eye?
risk all, including our lives, in the upcoming battle. I hope you are truly prepared.
The fate of Aphinia rests in our hands. It's kind of terrifying to think about.
But you don't have your scared face, Sharia.
That's because I'll be facing it with all of you.
All right, I think we're all finished with preparations. Now, let's do this.
Yeah!
Wait, hold on.
Come on, Hubert.
The Oswell family vault is
I would totally be that guy.
desert. It is possible that its contents might prove useful in the upcoming battle.
Where exactly is it?
I don't know its exact location, but if we use the shuttle to make a meticulous search, we might well stumble upon it.
All right, and if anyone has any other places they want to check, we'd better do it now.
Alright, then we make one more stop back at the manor. To loot a chest that has magically appeared in our room since the time that we left the room from waking up to get there. For a specific set of armor for Asbel. So we're going to give him the Jade Vestments. We're going to give Pascal... No, I'm sorry. Give Hubert the Mithril Guard that we just gave up. That's fine for you. We're going to give you the Mithril Tunic that was on Hubert. Alright, and then we need to talk to Fourier for a new scarf for Pascal. Then finally we can view this scene. Maybe. Let me check. Might not be able to get. Yes, we can. Okay. Then we get skipped
Look
from
at all
that.
the flowers. Thank you,
title for
Sophie. What for, Sharia?
Till now, there were never enough flowers to really call this a flower bed. It makes me happy.
Then you're welcome.
In a little while, we should go ask about that seed we gave to the item merchant.
He said the seed might be something rare. And if that's true, it's all thanks to you, Sophie.
Thanks to me. Yes. Let's go see.
Can't actually do that now, though. The last thing we need to do, I think I went the long way around, but whatever. Before heading off, is feed this last cat. And then we get transported to this magical world of cats. Yep. But for some reason we don't understand cat, Even though we can speak to dogs earlier, we don't understand cats. So we need to talk to this guy. Between Grailside and Wallbridge. So we need to leave here. Then we can use the shuttle. Down here on this peninsula. That should be close enough. Scan for Cat Crazy Coot's house. Then should just be able to jump there. Now we can speak with cats, and we get an extra set of armor, which we are promptly going to give to Pascal. Pretty solid boost for her. Get the milk that's in the chest. Then we go back to Lant, so we can check out Cat's Corner real quick. There's not much there that we have to worry about, but there's a few things we can get. Now we can talk to the cats here. You can buy lavender for 3,000 gold here. And we get another set of seeds that we can't plant. I don't know if that was unintentional. If they made it so that you wouldn't miss out on that scene by not feeding the cats, because otherwise you have no... I mean, like, you don't necessarily know you need to feed the cats. But then it seems pointless to put an extra set of seeds in the game. Alright, we get an hourglass. Do this discovery for a skit.
Is that catnip right there?
Ooh, cats can't resist catnip.
Maybe we can take some with us.
Hey, so you know how people say someone is like a dog or a cat? Well, you're totally a cat, Sharia.
I guess. I always considered myself more of a dog person. I bet Asbel is too.
Nah, Asbel and the captain are both total cats. Sophie and Hubert are dogs.
Do you really think so? That seems completely backwards. Well, anyway, what do you consider yourself?
Oh, I'm a cat for sure.
Wow, that actually sounds pretty fitting, unlike the others. I never knew that's how you saw us. But I don't know, Pascal. As much as I think it suits you being a cat, you probably shouldn't pigeonhole yourself like that.
Yeah, pigeon works much better. You're that kind of flighty.
I forgot how whimsical you can be. I'll just drop the subject now.
Let me check something. I don't remember who has the titles for... That's skits. You. No, that's dualize. Treasure chests. And then who has the one for talking to people? Searcher. Everybody has those. That's walking. They're all plot related. You've only got one set? Supplies, treasures. Huh. Well, okay. Guess I need to talk to everybody then. I always forget where that magic card is. I always think it's on a shimmering point and it's not. Alright, and in here we have a few interesting shops. So the inn is here. Some of the better gear in the game comes from requests here. Not yet, obviously, but... And then we've got the vendor here. First we need to... Oh, I already did that one though. Right, let's do this. Huh, that's interesting. That. And then we need to do this to make the tanned leather turn in for that request. Alright, then the other two things we have here. Let's watch the skit before
I can't believe this
completely
place even
forget about it.
exists. There are still so many places in our world that we just don't know about.
Yeah, but does anyone know how we even got here in the first place?
With L-O-V-E, love.
Love?
That's the last word I ever expected to come flying out of your mouth.
Yeah, I totally agree. What are you talking about, Pascal?
It's our reward for feeding all those cats.
Okay.
Such is love.
Exactly.
Huh. That's pretty deep.
I'm not gonna even bother trying to understand.
Alright, and the other one, well, we have the movie cats here that you can watch any of the cutscenes that you've seen. And then this one is all the skits that you've seen, and it also has, if you, the one we need to watch, there are two here that we haven't seen. One is the one that we get from losing to Sophie in the duel, and then the other one is the rematch one because we didn't see those because I beat her in the first try. There it is. So this is the one that you get if you lose to her in the
Sophie
duel.
just kicked Asbel's butt.
This won't do.
Wait, what do you mean?
Even for practice, that was a pitiful showing. If that's your best, we'll have a tough road ahead.
Hey, come on.
No, that's not it. I'm sorry, Asbel.
Sophie,
You don't mind fighting me again?
And that's the rematch
of course
one.
not. Give me another chance. I'm tired of losing. And I can't get over how Sophie seems so disappointed. Let's do this, Sophie.
Okay.
Just want to see because we missed one back in Velenik. I want to see if it's actually on here. Nope, that one. We missed a skit back in Velenik because I got ahead of myself. Where is Vel? Yeah. Yep. So it doesn't show up there, which is unfortunate, but. Alright, now we can move on to the world's core. Guardia Shaft, that's where we need to go.
This is the way to the Lustalia.
And this is our last chance to make things right.
You said going down here would be like entering Lambda himself, yeah?
We can't worry about that now. We'll simply have to face whatever is waiting for us.
Sophie shared her power. Now all that's left is for us to trust each other.
Alright, and this is not exactly a short dungeon.
I can't believe how big this is.
The ruins on the surface continue all the way down.
So my theory was right! I saw some documents on Fodra that outlined a big plan for moving the Lustalia.
Moving the Lestalia? They wanted the core of our world?
Nope, the exact opposite. I think the Amarcian predecessors moved the Lestalia out of Fodra and into Affinia.
I see. Then this would be the area they used to transport it.
Probably.
Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're actually going to call it an episode. We're going to call it an episode here. Reason being that I can do this entire dungeon in one go and not have like a 3-hour long episode. So, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Everybody have a great day.